All right, so today we're diving into something really, really cool. We're exploring this amazing bridge between two worlds. A tarot deck that takes all those familiar Western archetypes and completely reimagines them through the stunning visual languages of the East. Let's see how they pulled it off.
And that's a fantastic question, isn't it? I mean, on the surface, they seem like they couldn't be more different. But as we're about to find out, they might just be speaking the exact same universal language, just with a different accent. And this explainer is all about decoding that connection. So, the deck we're looking at is called the Eastern Arcana, and its core idea is as simple as it is brilliant. Translate the entire 78-card tarot system using 5 very specific traditional Asian art styles. And each one was chosen to perfectly vibe with the energy of the cards it represents. Okay, but how does that even work, right? How can these two traditions from opposite sides of the world speak the same language so fluently? Well, the key to unlocking this whole mystery comes from the work of the legendary psychoanalyst Carl Jung. He basically gives us the cipher for why these pairings feel so right. So Jung's big idea was this thing called the collective unconscious. Just imagine it like this. Beneath your own personal thoughts and memories, we are all connected to this huge, shared psychic reservoir. It's like a deep well of symbols and patterns that every human everywhere just gets on an intuitive level. And what's in that reservoir? Well, that's where we find the archetypes. You know these, even if you don't know the word for them. It's the hero on a quest, the wise old hermit, the chaotic change of the tower. They pop up in every culture's myths and stories because they are fundamental parts of being human. And the tarot's major arcana? That's pretty much a greatest hits collection of these powerful archetypes. And this is the secret sauce. This is why it all clicks into place. Symbols, like the pictures on these cards, are like a hotline straight to that deep, universal part of our brain. It means a Japanese woodblock print and a medieval European drawing can both point to the exact same archetypal truth. They're just different dialects for the same core idea. All right, let's see this in action. We're going to start with the absolute core of the tarot, the 22 major arcana cards. You know, the big ones that map out the great spiritual journey of life. For these cards, the deck uses this beautiful style called Chinese Shan Shui, which translates to mountain water painting. So you've got the major arcana, which is all about the soul's epic journey, right? And then you have Shan Shui painting, which is basically a philosophical meditation on our tiny place in the vastness of the cosmos. It's all about perspective.
And this is just a perfect marriage of ideas. Why? Well, if you look at a Shan Shui painting, the people are almost always tiny specks, completely dwarfed by these massive mountains and rivers. That perfectly captures the major arcana's theme of one person navigating these huge cosmic forces. And all that empty space? That's not nothing. It's there to invite you to pause, to contemplate. It's pure Taoist philosophy about flowing with the universe, not fighting against it.
Okay, so that's the big picture. Now let's get into the nitty-gritty of everyday life, the minor arcana. The deck splits these 4 suits across 4 totally different, but as we'll see, perfectly chosen art traditions. First up, we've got the suit of Pentacles. This is our earth element, all about the physical world, hard work, discipline, and getting real, tangible results. And its artistic partner? A style called Gongbi, the meticulous brush school of Chinese painting, which is famous for its insane precision and patience. I mean, think about it. The kind of focus and patience it takes to build a business or master a craft, it's the exact same energy that goes into a Gongbi painting. You cannot rush it. This style was all about order, perfection, and celebrating the detailed beauty of the physical world, making it the perfect language for the grounded, earthy energy of Pentacles. All right, from the solid earth, let's flow into the water. That's the suit of Cups, which is all about our emotional world, our intuition, our relationships. And it's paired with Shui Mohua, or Chinese inkwash painting. This style is pretty much the polar opposite of Gongbi. It's all about spontaneity, expression, and flow. And really, is there a better metaphor for emotions? They're not neat and tidy. They flow, they bleed into each other, they shift and change just like ink on wet paper. With inkwash, you get one shot. There's no going back to fix it. You have to be totally present and trust your intuition, which is exactly what you need to do to navigate the tricky currents of your heart. Okay, from water, we're sparking up some fire with the suit of wands. This is all about passion, creativity, willpower, and taking bold action. And for this, we're heading to the Himalayas, to the sacred art of Tibetan Thangka painting, which is just bursting with intense colors and dynamic energy.
I mean, just look at them. Sangha paintings are practically buzzing with the fiery energy of wands. The vibrant reds and golds, the halos of fire around the deities, it's passion made visible. But here's the cool part. It's not wild, uncontrolled fire. Thangas are made with incredible discipline and ritual. It's a perfect picture of what the wands are all about. Passion that is focused, directed, and made powerful through practice. And last but not least, we have the suit of swords. This is the element of air, our intellect, truth, conflict, and mental clarity. It's paired with Japanese Ukiyo-e woodblock prints, a style known for its sharp, decisive lines and powerful graphic punch.
And wow, is this connection sharp? The clean, crisp outlines of a woodblock print, that's like a clear thought cutting right through the noise. There's no fuzziness. Ukiyo-e often showed the sometimes harsh realities of life, capturing decisive moments and difficult truths with a kind of brutal honesty. And that is the absolute essence of the suit of swords. So let's just pull back for a second and look at the whole system. When you lay it all out like this, you can see it's not just a random collection of cool art styles. It's a system. Each pairing is a deep, thoughtful alignment of an elemental energy with an artistic philosophy. It's just a beautiful, cohesive vision. So what's the big takeaway here? What does this all mean when you put it together? Well, it brings us right back to where we started and solves that initial mystery. At the end of the day, it's pretty simple. The big human truths that tarot talks about, they don't have a passport. They're universal. The wisdom of the hermit is the same whether he's sitting in a medieval European castle or on a misty Taoist mountain. The art is just the vocabulary being used to tell the same timeless story. And why should you care? Because this changes the game. It means art isn't just something pretty to look at. It's a gateway to understanding deep ideas. And a tool like tarot becomes a bridge, showing us that wisdom really does have many faces and many voices. It lets us look at something we thought we knew and see it with brand new eyes. So this leaves us with a really fascinating thought. This deck applies this idea to tarot, but the principle is so much bigger. So I'll just leave you with this question to chew on. What's a core idea in your own life, about your career or love or your purpose, that could be totally transformed if you just tried looking at it through a new cultural lens? Something to think about. Thanks for tuning in.